Hello, and welcome to Brock's Basement. This is my comic book pull list for the week of June. What is it? 28th. The calendar's behind there. 2023. Let's get right into it. I apologize if there's dogs barking. Apparently, the second I go to record this during the day, the dogs just around the neighborhood decide that it's the end of the world or something. I have no idea. Anyway, first up we have Action Comics number 1056. Not caught up. Need to get caught up, but I mean, I've read the Superman stuff. It's good, so this stuff's really good too. Next up is another facsimile from Marvel, and that's the next issue for the Amazing Spider-Man 121. For those of you who saw my last video, 121 is the infamous scene where Mary Jane's neck Gwen Stacy's neck snaps while Spider-Man is trying to save her. So this is the follow-up issue to that. Both issues I've heard are really good, and I have never read them, so I decided to grab the facsimiles. Next up, Batman Adventures Continue Season 3, number 6. Again, if you're a fan of the Batman the Animated Series, you need to be picking up these issues. They're really great. I love them. Next up, we have Batman Brave and the Bold, number 2. I read the first issue, enjoyed the stories in it, so I'm curious to see what happens in this one. Tom King and Mitch Gerard's Joker story is really, really good. I do highly recommend it. But yeah, Batman Brave and the Bold, number 2. Next up, we have James Tynion the Fourth Blue Book. I've actually got caught up on this one. It's interesting. It's a alien abduction story, basically, and what happens to one of the people and what happens to the other are two distinct different scenarios. Don't know exactly what is the outcome for it, but I've enjoyed it, so I don't know if that's the last issue. Next up, we have Detective Comics number 1073. I need to get caught up with Detective Comics. I'm probably a fair amount of issues behind, so I need to get on it. Next up, we have The Expanse Dragon Tooth, number 3 of 12. I love The Expanse series. It's an amazing book series. I need to actually finish the novella book that came out, Memories Legion. I haven't actually got a chance to sit down and read it. But I love The Expanse. I love the universe, and this fits perfectly in there. It's really amazing. I think this is more aimed at The Expanse universe connected with the TV show, not connected with the books. Main characteristic there is the pilot in the novel is there for a very long time, and then in the book they are not, or in the show they are not. The actor got axed. So yeah, but The Expanse Dragontooth, really good. Been enjoying it. I'm actually caught up with that one. Next up, we have Fables number 159. I've read a handful of the Fables that have come out since it was over. They've been good. I'm curious to see where it goes. I kind of read them in chunks. It's just a preference I had. I started the series out in trade paperback and then caught up with single issue. Read single issue and found it was more enjoyable reading in trade. So yeah, so I'm gonna compound a few issues together, but it's still the same old Fables. Still feel all that stuff. Next up is Green Arrow number 3. I don't remember if I read issue 2. Issue 1 was okay. So we'll see where it goes. Most of these books I'm showing you are going to be on break with Night Terrors coming up anyway, so be aware of that. I'm not sure what Night Terrors is going to entail, but we will see. Next up is Harley Quinn number 31. I think I'm like 20 some odd issues behind on this. I need to get caught up, but yeah. Kevin Smith's Masquerade is an interesting book. I think this one is the final issue in the story arc, so we'll see if I keep going with it. It is supposed to continue after issue 6, so we'll see. Another James Tynion the Fourth, The Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Chaos. This is issue 1. I'm curious to see how this reads. I've noticed that Tynion's work has been not as good as it could be, because mainly I think he's focused on so many projects all at once, and it diminishes each one kind of a little bit, and not one just stands out. He's a good writer. I really enjoy his stuff, but I think he's a little thin, and we saw that with Jeff Johns years ago when he was writing a whole bunch of books at DC, and then he kind of just burnt out. So I hope Tynion reduces and doesn't burn out, but keep it up. Next up, The Riddler Year 1, Book 5. I think I've read 2 issues of this. It was really good, the first issue, so I'm definitely on board for the rest of it, so we'll see where that goes. Next up, just back to back. Dark Horse is apparently no longer going to have a license for the Star Wars kids books or kids line of books. So because of that, they released literally 3 issues of one series today to just get them out and get them done. And that is Star Wars High Republic Adventures issue 6, issue 7. Look at it, its own time. Issue 7 and issue 8. So if you were behind on Star Wars, you got some more to be behind on. If you're caught up, you have a whole bunch to read. It's just a transition because the license, I'm guessing, is going to somebody else. I don't know who it's going to. I don't know if it's going to go back to Marvel for at least the Star Wars stuff, so we'll see. But yeah, there's that. And finally, another Tinian book. Yeah, 3 in 1 week. Kind of goes to my point. They're good, but I think they could be a lot better. And this is World Tree issue 6. I read the first issue and enjoyed it. I did not get a chance to get caught up with issue 2, so now I have 2 issues to read, but we'll see how it goes from there. That's it for my reading pull list. I did grab a bunch of variants this week. The first one being for Action Comics number 1056. It is a horizontal cover, I guess. This is the swimsuit cover. And there's 2 of these. There's a version where Supergirl is blowing air towards John, and he's freaking out that it's cold. So yeah, they were probably under ordered. This is what I was doing FOC on, or for those of you who know, final order cutoff or last call for orders. I was doing the numbers on these, and it was tricky to really gauge how people would enjoy it. I enjoyed the cover, but I didn't enjoy it enough to get 2 versions of the cover. Yeah, but there's a swimsuit variant. Brave and the Bold had a couple variants that I picked up. One was a Brett Booth Superman cover right there, and then I always forget who it is, but there's a Batman one there. The Expanse had, of course, a variant. I snagged that one up. I don't know exactly which one this is, if it's the 1 in 10. I don't know if we qualify, but I try to get the 1 in 10s and the other ones, but maybe the other one I didn't like. I'm trying to be selective with the covers I pick up. Fables 159, I've been getting each of the variants there. That one's kind of eh. We have a Derek Chew, Derek Chew Green Arrow number 3 with Green Arrow and Black Canary there. So I snagged that up. Jenny Frison did a wonderful B cover for Harley Quinn 31. Derek 2, of course, did a variant cover for number 31. And there was, let me read the name, Claire Rowe and Triona Farrell. This is the Connecting Pride variant cover, so this is Harley's side of it. Most people didn't realize, but it's Harley 31 and Poison Ivy 13 are the connecting cover that connect together. So if your store ordered it in odd amounts, it's not going to line up very well for when you get it. So if you were looking to get the connecting cover, you need the Harley 31 and the Poison Ivy 13. So just so you guys know. And that's it for the variant covers that I picked up this week. It is the end of the month, so we got previews. So I'll show you guys previews. This is issue 418. July for stuff on sale in September. So they got Negaduck on the cover there. I've already gone through it, dog-eared a couple of the pages that I'm going to be checking stuff out with. But this is a great way to see what's coming out, at least for the independent titles or the stuff that Diamond ships to stores, which is diminishing. But yeah, we'll see. So previews, 413, it's out. Check it out. That means Marvel previews came out as well. There it is right there. The big X-Men, Emma Frost, and Iron Man wedding going on for you Marvel fans, so you'll want to grab that. And then finally, we have the DC Connect number 38. This is it there. But there's also another cover. They're like 50-50. One has Wonder Woman, the Amazon Warrior, which is the Tom King book that's coming out, which I'm super stoked for, which is going to have a bunch of variants. So make sure you pre-order those because, you know, shops are going to order what they think they can sell over what their subscribers are. And sometimes they don't know that you want it. And yeah. But yeah, they are 2 covers. I don't know why. So you can grab either one, and it's the DC Connect for the month. So that's it for my pull list this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave comments down in the comment section below. Let me know what you're picking up or anything like that. I was Ryan Higgins for about a month, and it was exhausting. Not just because it was doing his job, but it was also at the same time doing my job as well. So I'm kind of glad that's over. They finished yesterday with it. Today I'm not working because I'm dead tired. I did not record last night because I was tired. So if you notice the change in the lighting, it's due to it's daytime and not nighttime. So let me know which looks better. I will most likely keep recording at night because it's just easier. So yeah. I will be going on vacation though in July. So at the end of July, I am going to be going with my mother and my kids back to Illinois and Indiana. That is where that area border there in the south of those 2 states. That's where my mom's originally from. So we're going to go visit friends of hers that she hasn't seen in a long time and some family. So I will be gone for a full week. So I won't have a pull list video that week. The following week, I will probably have a really long one with 2 weeks worth of pull list items. As well as this actually coming week, 4th of July week, is Tuesday is 4th of July. Now, we don't have that off at the shop, but I will probably be at family celebrating the 4th of July. So if I decide to sneak into work and grab my stuff after hours and then come home with it, then I will put a video up. Otherwise, I will most likely post a video that on Wednesday, July 5th, much like this week. So you'll probably get 2 weeks of daytime videos, and then you'll get a couple videos of me normally, and then there'll be a skip week video. If I get a chance to visit some comic book shops out in the Illinois, Indiana area, I will, and I'll let you guys know about my experience at those at a later date. So that's it. You can listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. We did not yet get back to recording. We will be hopefully, and I'm probably going to rag Ryan on it, starting back up this week. So either Sunday or Monday we will record. So look for one at the beginning of July. And but there's a link in the description below so you can check out other episodes currently that we have in our back catalog, which there's a lot of. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle's @BrockSager. You can also follow me on Instagram @Brock'sBasement. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope everyone is enjoying their summer, and I will see you next week.